Hey, what's up? And today I am back. I haven't done videos in what feels like this whole year. And I think I'm gonna make another video about why I've been kind of off YouTube a bit. But today, really simple, quick unboxing of a brand new 50mm lens. And that is this, the TT Artisans 50mm 1.4. Before I get to the unboxing, I just want to say, I did not expect this packaging for this lens. I'm trying to hide my address here, but this is just a regular old FedEx mailer, and it's just a piece of paper over this whole lens, which I did not expect. I kind of expected something a little nicer than this, but needless to say, I was a little surprised when it showed up this morning. So without further ado, I'm gonna open this up, hopefully get some notes up on my phone, tell you a little bit about it too. So obviously this is made in China. That's why this lens is so cheap. I'm not usually one to buy knockoff stuff, and I guess some people on the news article about this kind of said oh, this is like a knockoff Leica lens, and they're probably right. I didn't really look at it too hard. I saw the article about it, and for $235, it looked worth it to me to kind of keep it for carrying around. I'm going to use this on my R5 and then maybe my C70 as well. So we'll see. Got TT Artisan's little note in here. Oh, never mind. There's no note. It's just a little envelope here and a cleaning cloth. Inside of this box, I have just some very minor bubble wrap. I'm a little bit concerned about the packaging to this lens, but yes, this is actually a pretty nice box. Kind of nice, little, tells you what brand it is or what mount it's for. I obviously went with the RF since I'm using it on an R5, and it tells you a little bit about it. 439 gram weight, 49mm filter size, and that's 50mm 1.4 R in black. So hopefully you guys can see that on my camera over here. Kind of cool little box. So this lens showed up pretty quick. I was actually kind of surprised. It ships from China. I'm in Tennessee, the United States. So I kind of thought it would take a while. There was no estimated ship date when I ordered. Shipping was $20, but it showed up in under a week. I think I ordered it on the weekend, and it's Friday, and it just showed up, so that's not bad. Got some more. Gives you a diagram of what the lens has. Focus ring. Gives you the focus angle of view. It's kind of making it look high-end without actually being high-end, but it does tell you how to install it, how to uninstall it. It does tell you how to enable the lens to release, because you have to, in your menu, enable camera release without a lens attached, because this is basically going to work like an old vintage lens would. There's no information coming from the camera or from the lens to the camera, tell you what aperture you're in. It shows you how to hold it, evidently. That's kind of funny. And the MTF charts and all this stuff. Yeah, kind of just making it look nice without being nice. Warranty card, silica that you should not eat, and then the lens itself. So just the lens in the box there. So this does feel like a knockoff. It is very much it looks like a Leica lens. The focus is super smooth though. It kind of has a nice dampening to it, and yeah, it feels pretty good. It's a little tighter at the ends than it is at the center, but it's obviously brand new, so kind of see how that ends up working out. But yeah, it's a nice little design here. I like that it comes with an RF back cap, because I feel like I just don't have enough of those yet. Overall, this is very heavy. I brought out my Canon 51.8, which is not really the closest comparison of lenses, but pretty similar in cost. This weighs way more. This is way heavier, the TT Artisans, than this one would be. Totally different vibe. Obviously this is longer, but much thinner here with the TT Artisans than the Canon. but totally different vibe, totally different goal here. Obviously, this is autofocus and has a lot of selling points, but if you're looking for weight, the 51.8 RF is way lighter. But so far, this feels really nice. The clicks on the lens are pretty soft. They're kind of feel like you could bump these out pretty easily. And it's not declicked, so it has that click, so you can still kind of get that old school vibe. Put it on this R5 here. Yeah, so this is kind of a very different looking lens. It does have a focus scale, which is kind of great. So for those not familiar, you can basically set your aperture, and this will kind of give you how much will be in focus around based on that aperture. So if you were to set it to, like, say 5 feet at f4, you could see how much of the picture would be in focus at 5 feet at f4. Turn the camera on here. You're not going to get any aperture data in your EXIF or any of your camera settings. It's just going to show up as f0, which is the same way it would show up if you're using like an old manual focus lens. I like to turn on focus peaking in my R5, which is very helpful. But yeah, this focus is nice. It feels really good. This is kind of like, I feel like there's some of these like modern vintage lenses. This is what I'm seeing a lot of. Meike, M-E-I-K-E, that brand, they make them for like the EF-M mount, which is like the Canon M50, and it's kind of a similar vibe. This one's just really long. I thought it was going to be shorter, but still, like kind of a good, cool little vintage lens here, and I'm into it. So this comes in more than just the RF mount. This is actually available in RF, which is for Canon's full frame mirrorless, Sony E mount, which is pretty much everything Sony, Nikon Z mount, so they're mirrorless, and then Leica L. And if you're shooting Leica, this is might be a little more on brand than the other ones. So they're promising this will work with up to 60 megapixels, 10 elements and 8 groups, 12 bladed aperture. So they're saying it'll reduce aberrations, blah, blah, blah. It's just a lot of marketing mumbo jumbo. So yeah, it's kind of a pretty straightforward vintage modern 50mm lens. So excited to test this out. Hopefully I can get around to making a video about my thoughts on it after I've used it for a little bit. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. And if you aren't already, go follow me over on Instagram at BrettInRealLife. And thanks so much for watching today. And I hope I did better than my other unboxings. I got a lot of negative comments about how I do them. So I kind of just do these quickly when I get something new. And this is brand new. So I figured I'd open it up for you. Thanks so much.